Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Jonathan, and this is. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to name this podcast. This is a podcast live, so welcome to everybody who's listening via audio. If you guys are joining us on the video, this is On the Mat. We do this twice a week, and this is my good friend Kuroy. Thank you for joining today. Maybe we'll call this an interview with an island man. Hey? What do you think? But today, so Kuroy works with us on the farm. He helps out. He doesn't get paid. He's working
volunteering.
Volunteering. So we're just hoping that one day he's good enough to earn money out here. So that's kind of the deal. I hope you're okay with that. Yeah. For the next few years, we'll put up with you. We'll keep him around for a little while. So. Big news. Today we got announced the 15-man squad for the... for those of you who don't know, we are in Fiji. And so our best chance at the Olympics is introduced 2 Olympics ago was the rugby sevens. So rugby has a few different forms. We have rugby league, we have rugby union, and we have rugby tens, I guess, and rugby sevens. So 7 people on each team. And our team that is going to be traveling to the Olympics was announced today. So, do you want to read these names, actually?
Yeah.
So this is the 2024 traveling squad for the Paris Olympics.
Jerituai, Poni Patelong Nimasi, Joseph Taladolo, Caminel Rasaku, Chochina Sova, Felipe Sauturanga, Terio Tamani, Wesena Dungu, Jermai Matana, Joseph Masi, Sebulo Modinadangi, Jose Risunge, Celestino Raptomanda, Ioani Temba, and Wibiwa Nanduval. So, Modinadangi is going again.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so there was a long period where... Yeah. No, for you, because you're the guest today. Chief guest. Bula
Vinaka, Bula.
Mother. Not strong, eh?
Oh.
Yeah, just to start us off. So, that is the list of the players that are going to be representing us at the Olympics. So, as we were mentioning, Sibuloni Modenathangi, he was actually I think he was on Gareth Baber's bad list. He didn't play for Gareth Baber at all, I think. And I heard from some of my contacts in Singatoka that there was something between Gareth Baber and him. I don't know what it was. This is all just hearsay, but he wasn't playing.
He got dropped in the first 4 names, eh? Like last week. Yeah. It's who?
Bula, everybody. Bula.
Napoleon Imbolada. And Makinadang too, and another one. Guess he got picked again.
And
new guy.
Yeah, right. Oh, and my Samoa, eh?
Oh, Masamo.
Yeah, right, yeah. So I think the way that we won the first Olympics was, well, not the way, but one of our big advantages in the first Olympics I remember was we had a lot of tall guys, so our ball retention off of the kickoffs was really good. And then I feel like luckily we've had Taladolo for the last, couple of seasons. And so he's there along with Modinadagi. So I think that we have a really good chance. And now with Rovutamanda, because he's very fast and he's really good under the high ball, I think that we have a good chance. So for those of you who don't know, Josefo Masi and Celestino Rovutamanda, they are both from our 15s club team.
I thought they were both from Bonolevu.
Yeah, they're also both from Bonolevu. And so they're both going to be in the team. So they haven't been playing sevens at all. I think Rutamanda, he played sevens, right?
He played league.
League,
for
right.
the development team for the New Zealand Warriors.
Right. And then he got drafted to Zandrua.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of drafted, did you see that LeBron James' son got drafted to the Lakers today? 55 pick. So it's totally random, totally different sport. But I've followed all sports very distantly, but I've been following the draft, the NBA draft, just to see what's gonna happen with Bronny James, and he did. Yeah, and so it was pretty cool. He was obviously visibly emotional. So it's the first time in history that a father and a son will play on the same team. And so LeBron James has always said that he wouldn't retire until he played with one of his sons. And so
Now it's
now,
happening.
so now next season, like LeBron James and Bronny James will be on the same team.
Next season.
So like I don't know if he's like, Dad, pass me the ball, Dad, I'm open. In the NBA or what? That's pretty sick. I was like,
Then what will happen if your dad didn't pass you the ball?
yeah, after the game, you guys are like sitting around Dad, man, I was open, man. Like, yeah, I know. I just couldn't pass you the ball. Like, it just looks biased if I always pass you the ball.
Every time.
Every time. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty sick. I'm excited. It's stories like that, and that's why I always am like so, like, insistent on telling the story, because I'm not even a Lakers fan. I'm not really a huge fan of NBA in particular, but like it's hard for, and whether or not you like LeBron James, it's hard for me to not be like, oh, I want to cheer for the Lakers, because like that's a cool story. Because now the father and the son playing together at the highest level of this sport, like that's something that I can get behind. And so even if I don't like the Lakers or I don't want to cheer for them, I almost like feel like as a neutral, I have to cheer for them. And that's the whole point of sports and creating like revenue around a team is making people buy into the people who play on the team or the people that coach the teams. And so like for us with Sevens, like, I mean, there's so many stories to be told. I mean, Jerry, I mean, nobody needs to be introduced to Jerry Tuai if you guys follow rugby at all. I mean, his story. So this would be his third
Olympics. And if they win again, then Little Beach, the gold medal.
Third gold medal. That should be crazy. So who do you think is going to captain this side? I think Jerry. I mean, Long
If not,
Nimasi,
it's
no.
gonna be still gonna be Long Nimasi.
You think so?
Yeah.
Huh. Whatever happened to the old captain, Dongunu? Remember he captained like during COVID? It was Filippo's cousin, I think. First cousin? Or his brother? Yeah, his brother.
What is his first name?
I just can't remember his first name. Anyway, it's just weird that people like who captain the team just disappear like that. But anyways, it's gonna be good to have Jerry on the team. Rasaku is like, I've never seen a person who's so good on their feet in a tackle be able to maintain their feet. Like when he gets tackled, like it's like people can't like pull him down. Like you,
It's very hard to.
yeah. And like even though like they ankle trip him or they grab him by the leg, somehow he's able to like slip one leg out. Like his core strength must be insane because the way that
You
he
see
can
the size of his
leg,
Yeah.
yeah, and like his calves
Like
and
you,
his, like Tui.
Yeah.
Tui the booty patootie. Anyways, actually, somebody did ask, is Tui single? Are you single?
Really?
Yeah, on the questions. You knew that. You saw that.
I didn't see that.
Eh, come on. So we also pose questions for you guys to be able to ask us on these lives. See?
It's twissing.
See?
No, he's plural.
That's funny.
Tamara Crawford. I just moved from South Africa to Fiji.
Oh, really? Cool. So what made you move from all the way from South Africa?
Her name is Tamara.
Tamala?
Tamara.
Tamara?
Yeah.
Tamara.
Tamara Crawford.
Tamara Crawford. Nice to be introduced to you. Thank you for joining the live, Tamara. That's-
Saying hi to Kurui.
Hee
Hi, bula naka.
Bula. So what made you move all the way from South Africa to WNBA? Did you guys invest in a tourism outfit, or are you guys retiring out here, or what's the deal? That's pretty cool. There's actually there's a few South Africans that have made the move to Fiji. There's also South Africans who live in Australia who have made the move to Fiji as well. I don't know what it is about South Africans in Fiji, but
From Senemedi.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Polis in the NBA. Now to have someone in black got drafted and the someone girl got drafted to women's league.
Really? So there's actually a lot of attention now going to the WNBA because of the last season of college, women's college basketball. So it's pretty interesting to see all the now newfound attention that's been gotten, whether people like it or not.
Caitlin Clark, yeah.
Because of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and well, Angel Reese's team they actually beat, like, because they're both drafted to WNBA and they beat Caitlin Clark's team.
Yeah?
A couple days ago, and so that was like a big revenge thing.
Boy, they
Right.
hate her.
Yeah, but I think it's because like they feel like now that a white woman is famous now, like it's attracting eyes to women's basketball because because black women, because nobody cared when black women were playing.
Right.
It's like, I don't buy that. I just think she was a really good player, and now the attention's like sometimes I feel like sometimes women like shoot themselves in the foot. This is coming from a cis male, I guess, a cis male. But like you're getting attention, so who cares? You're getting attention to WNBA. You watch the WNBA?
No.
Yeah, me neither. What is it? You have another question there?
Quentin saying hi.
Hee-hee.
So I miss you guys in the game. And
Hey, Quentin. Quentin's an awesome guy from Uni. So we have some farming stuff going on this weekend, and so we won't be making it out this weekend, but we will come out probably in the next couple months while Stephanie's gone to Canada. We'll make a trip out. What do you think of the team, the Sevens team?
Good one.
Stefan Masi,
I think with those two, the game
Masi and Rotamanda. Yeah, I mean Masi is also obviously he's played sevens, and he was very good at sevens, and so he played on the gold medal team.
Yeah.
Last time?
Last time.
Yeah, the last time.
Rotamanda two played sevens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The team from TVNI dah. First like dia beli nonton.
Ngay.
Ay, terus ba natin pertolongan cuma.
Oh,
Green jersey.
oh,
First
yeah.
light.
Yo.
Ah,
Yo,
Tama. Oh,
the Rewas.
yeah, Rewas Tabini, no?
Rewas. Yeah, huh?
Overall, I love the team. I think we got a good,
Yeah.
a great balance of playmakers in Tuai and
Nadungu.
Nadungu, and we have good guys under the ball. We have tall, we have speed, we have playmakers, and so I'm happy. I think it's a great team. I mean, there's some great guys who've obviously missed out, like Ravovo and Bolata and that, but you know, that's got to be crushing. Imagine being on that, and then your name doesn't get announced. Man, it's got to be so hard. You played rugby.
Yeah.
Did you ever do tryouts?
Yeah,
Training
like the
teams?
first time I tried for the Apollo Under 20 team.
Yeah,
Like some of my cousins, we went together for the trial.
yeah.
Yeah, and only 2 of us got picked.
How many of you were there? Like your
6 or 7.
your relatives?
Yeah, like my
Yeah,
cousins.
yeah. Were they upset?
No,
No. So where did you grow up? So, yeah, as I introduced Karoy before, he's been with us for over 1 year now, over a year, and originally he came here because his sister lives in Lambasa with she was like adopted by one of my uncle's in-laws, right? Back in
Yeah.
the day, because his in-laws were
past.
pastors in Muturiki.
Yeah.
And so they asked if your sister could
Yeah,
come with
like
them, right?
my sister got named after pastor's wife.
After the pastor's wife. And then they wanted
So
to
when
look
they
after her.
moved, after their 5 years in Moturiki, they
Yeah.
moved.
Yeah.
And they asked if they can.
That's common in Fiji, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is like my in-laws who were just there, Stephanie's parents, they like couldn't believe that you can just like ask someone like for their kid, and they're like,
Can I have your child?
yeah, they're like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, how does that even? No, like that doesn't happen. Like, it must be forced. They're like, no. It's like an honor.
Like it's easy when it's like that. Like if see if we got a child.
Yeah.
He named the child after you,
Yeah.
and it's like easy for you to go and ask him if I can.
Right. Because like there's also
Can I take my
my
the
namesake,
yeah.
my other. Because there's also like a thing with namesakes in Fiji. If you name your kid after somebody, as the person who has been named after, you feel like a responsibility to
Yeah.
spoil them and look after them and help raise them. Huh?
Yeah, so it's like this too. If I got my son,
Yeah.
got name after him,
After
and
2.
he got children,
Yeah.
like his namesake, like my son,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like he got his children there,
Yeah.
but his namesake, my son, will be like above the children, like this.
Oh.
The mini
Oh. Okay. Okay.
doesn't matter if your children cries or what, as long as your namesake is happy.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like that's the main priority.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Do you have any namesakes? Named
Yeah,
after you?
my cousin sister's son.
So you're gonna bring him here. So your mom and dad both still alive, huh?
Yeah,
And you were raised in
Muturik.
Moturiki, which is in the Lomaiviti
Yeah.
province of Fiji. And what did your dad do growing up?
He's farmer.
He's a farmer. And your
Stays
mom?
in the village. The mom too.
Yeah, stay at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did your dad also help with the church, right?
He's
Your whole life?
Turraliu.
Yeah, which is like the
Yeah, like we have
how do you describe it?
like the Turanga, they have the Matiniponua, the
Okay.
spokesperson. And the Turraliu is like the spokesperson for the Taltal, for the pastor.
Okay.
Whatever the pastor wants, the Taltal wants, he'll tell it to
So
the
each church has a pastor, right?
No, in Muturiki, the 10 villages, only one pastor.
One pastor for all those 10
villages,
churches.
yeah. And they have
All
only
those
the
10
Vaktao.
churches, 10 villages, huh? Like one church in each village. So then,
One Taltala, and there's 10 like Vaktao.
so each church has its own vakatawa.
Yeah.
So that's like I guess that'd be like your pastor. Each church has a
the
pastor.
Small pastor.
Yeah, small pastor. Then those so in his island, those 10 churches with the pastors, they all listen to the main
big one,
the
yeah,
big pastor,
the
the
Taltala.
Taltala.
So whatever the Taltala wants to
The big pastor,
Yeah.
he will talk to your dad.
my dad,
And your dad will liaise with the
will go around those 10 villages like conveying the message to the
I see. So he stands between the big pastor and the small,
small
pastors.
pastors,
And not just to take the word from the big pastor to the small one, but also take the words from
the
the
small
reports or whatever from the small all the churches up to him. Got it. So
So 13 or 14 years now.
yeah. So that must be how the Methodist Church kind of structure their system to work with the villages, the village protocol
Yeah.
in Fiji. Oh, okay. There you guys.
So
There you
if
go.
Vanua wants something to tell to the pastor, they do the same thing too. They just can't go directly from the Vanua to
From the
pastor.
village
They have
to-
to go through the Turraliu, then the Turraliu will.
Okay, so not only is like Koroi's dad a spokesperson from churches to the overseer, the big pastor, he's also the spokesperson from the villages to the church.
the church, yeah.
Yeah, to the Methodist church. Yeah, right. Okay. And then, so does your dad do people get paid for that in the Methodist church to
Yeah.
be Turalebu? Yeah.
Like once a month.
Okay, like there's like some sort of like it's not like a big
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like $100 a month.
right. Okay.
But then he stopped it. He doesn't want to get paid anymore.
Oh, okay. And he's been doing that. He's still doing it.
Yeah.
How long has he been doing it for?
I think this is the 14th year.
Wow, wow. And so, how many siblings do you have?
6.
All or boys and girls?
No, all girls, then the youngest is boy. I guess.
So the oldest, then
All girls.
4 girls,
Then
and then the youngest is a boy. And how old is he?
he's in.
You're 30.
Who?
You.
Yeah.
And he's
I think he's the same age as Eliki.
wow. So he's 7 years old. You. So that's a big spread. That's a big spread. Like so,
That was the sister.
23 years between him and his younger sibling. That is crazy. What is the spread for you? Like mine is 2 years. Like me and my sister. And his brother 2 years apart. And your youngest sister is how old?
5 years.
Oh, what?
No, the youngest one.
Yeah.
No? I think she's in class 8. So what's that?
Class 8,
13 or
13.
14 years.
Yeah.
So you guys are like 16 years apart? 16, 17 years apart? That's still a lot. Now, I have friends in Canada who have spread like that between their, like, if they're the youngest and the oldest sibling, like 15, 20 years. Do you have any, like, connection with them? Like, being that you guys are so distantly
Oh, no.
in age?
We like talk to each other like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the friends that I have that have that big age gap in Western culture, they feel like they have so little. Like by the time, so I have one of my two closest friends. One of them, his eldest sibling is like 20 something years older than him. Like same with you, right? And he's just like, yeah, they're friends, but they just by the time he was born, like this guy was already finished university. You know, like he was his own person, right?
Yeah.
And so it's just like a different person altogether.
Yeah, us like we close.
Yeah,
Even me and my small brother, the youngest brother.
still close.
Yeah, we talked every day.
You call them, or they call you. Yeah, that's good. So you grew up going to school.
Like for me, what my grandmother used to tell me, like you're the eldest, so you have to look after your siblings.
Right. It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
So you like the second parent or the third
Yeah.
parent?
Boom.
For,
When I was like young, in class 7, class 8, like when my other siblings were born,
yeah.
yeah, if my mother was gonna go wash clothes or cook food, I have to look after them.
Really? Eh?
Yeah. If they cry, I have to carry them, sing them sleeping songs. The one
Yeah.
that they used to. Oh.
Man. And so you must have like a special, like a different relationship with
Yeah, with
them.
them.
Like you can also be like the brother, but the parent. Eh? That you can tell them to stop or discipline them. Yeah.
And then one thing that I had to see when my mom like beat them,
Yeah.
beat them like this, then enough,
Yeah. You're like the turara.
to rara of the siblings and the parents in between. Eh?
We're getting this now. So you grew up going to school. There's a
Yeah,
school in your village?
No, it's in another, like, between two villages.
Okay.
I have to walk past another village, then I get to school.
1 hour? Or how long?
No,
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Okay. 20
From
minutes to
class
school?
1 to class 8.
Yeah, 20 minutes. That's Tui's favorite number, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything for Tui is 20 minutes. How far from here to Suva? 20 minutes?
Hey,
Here to Segaka? 20 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah. Anything for Tui is 20 minutes. Yeah.
if you walk fast, you'll get there 5 to 10 minutes like that to school.
Yeah. Through the bush?
No, along the shore.
Is there any vehicles or roads in Muturiki? No, but there's not a single vehicle.
No,
All
only the boat.
boats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, one question I had, you know, when we buy vehicles in Fiji, and then actually I don't even know what it's called when you bring a new vehicle and they put the cloth around it.
Oh, like the rev.
Derevi?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the like the Fijian term that we use.
Right. So what do they do that when you buy a boat
Yeah.
in the village? Like in
Whenever we go to, like with a boat,
yeah,
for example, if I buy a boat,
yeah,
then I take it to the village.
they'll do it.
They'll do it.
Yeah, you take it to another
If
village.
they take it to another village, they'll do it
Somebody
again
will do
from
it.
there.
Yeah. Like, oh, Kroy's here in his new boat.
Yeah.
And do it.
Oh,
So like you can do like 5 times.
clothes, you know that long the cloth.
Yeah, the cloth. Yeah,
sukat
yeah,
cut.
yeah.
That one, the boy, the imbe, they all put
on
it
top.
inside the boat.
Yeah.
Then hey, one spin. They get on the boat and just go like this.
Alright.
around, come back, they get off again. Naka!
Because the village here, they did it for when I brought the D-Max home and when I brought the tractor.
Oh,
And then sometimes when I went to other villages,
They
they
do
do
it.
it again. Yeah, they do it again. Even places where I didn't even expect it. I would like show up just to drop somebody off, and then all of a sudden, oh, the cloth come out, the wrap around. Thank you. And then we
Fijian.
then we leave it there. We drive away. We go down the road, then you take it off.
Take it
and
off.
Put it properly. Yeah, but it's pretty special because like that's a big. Getting your vehicle, your first vehicle is like it's not just your first vehicle.
It's like a big thing in Fiji.
It's huge. Yeah. Like in Canada, I think we get like a house that's like a big thing, and people bring like housewarming gifts. You know, like a coffee machine or a blender or something. You know, something like that, or a picture, or something useless like crystal. But then when you buy a vehicle, it's like nothing. Nobody. Oh wow, must be nice. New vehicle. Yeah.
But in Fiji, it's different.
Yeah. So then, what was the name of the primary school that you went to?
Moturiki District School.
So that's the only primary school in
This
Moturiki?
is another one. It's on the other end of the island.
Oh. So there's two primary schools there. Any secondary schools?
No.
Okay. So then where did you go to secondary?
Like in Levuka,
Yeah.
if not, Vitilevu.
And so if people go to Levuka, that's across the passage, right?
Yeah.
So you have to go every day and come back every day?
No, it's a boarding school.
So you go there, you stay there.
there.
Come back on the weekends,
Not the weekends,
holidays.
holidays,
Oh, okay.
term ends.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Interesting. And so, but you lived in Vitilevu, which is the main island in Fiji, after primary school.
Yeah, in Nandi.
Why did you? Actually, I don't know. Why did you? How did you end up in Nandi?
I have my uncle there, my dad's younger brother.
Your dad's younger
Younger
brother.
brother.
Okay.
He stays there, he lives in Nandi.
You gather with him?
No.
Oh, he just.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to go there?
No, I was like the choice form.
Those three choices you were
Yeah.
telling me today.
It was Levuka, all Levukas.
So Koro is telling me today. Actually, there's like after you finish your class 8 primary, you can write down 3 schools that you want to choose. Is this what
They
you did
provide
too?
the form. They'll give you the form.
Oh, so this is normal all around Fiji. So forgive me because I didn't do secondary school there.
So my first choice was Levuka Public School.
Okay. Second
Before
choice.
term end, I've received my like
Where you going?
yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh.
They accept me in that school, Levuka Public School.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But then my uncle told my dad for me to come down to Nandi.
Was that one of your choices there?
No.
So what is it? SVC?
Yeah.
I only know SVC because we used to live close to. I used to have to go by SVC every day to get to our house.
Big school.
Big school. Fancy school.
Fancy school.
Swami.
Swami Vivekananda College.
Yeah.
That's not a statue, is it?
Statue.
Maris.
It's close to where all the firewalking is.
Yeah,
Yeah?
the temple.
Yeah, the temple where they do all the firewalking. But not Bangka.
Yeah,
the-
no, those people, the Indians, they're not like the bank, eh?
No.
They only when you burn the woods,
Yeah.
the black thing that comes out from
The charcoals.
charcoal,
Yeah. That's
They-
oh. Actually, I
they
drove
don't
past
walk, they
that.
run on the thing.
Okay. I drove past that place like thousands of times, but actually never saw anybody doing the
Oh,
firewalking. there.
me, like when it's Diwali time like that.
Yeah.
Oh, after dinner like
Go there?
this. One big, you know that the Rups Big Bear plastic, the yellow one, the big ones. When you buy stuff from Rups Big Bear.
Oh
you get those-
yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. With a bear on the side.
Yeah. After dinner, start walking from one Indian house to another Hindu.
Yeah.
Carry sweets. By the time I get back home, I'll be carrying the plastic like this. Full.
That's definitely something lots of people can relate to. Eh? You did that too?
Yeah, like a group of friends.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
all go together. Okay, you from this side. And at the end of the night, they will just bring it on the road.
Yeah.
Get around and then.
Kana.
And if somebody didn't give you any, like if they're Hindu but they don't give sweets, then what?
No, they like every time, like every Diwali like that, when they prepare the food, they'll put away some for the like.
Oh, okay.
They know that
You'll come.
someone will come. To
But
ask
I
for
think
the
Tui
food.
has different stories. If people didn't give you guys sweets,
Yeah. Batu on top of the
they throw the stones on top of the tin roof.
As in, because in Nandi, there's plenty of like lots of Indians, Hindus, like in the Malolo place.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. It's all.
Fakan tu.
Almost all. Yeah.
Like this guy, you see one red flag like this on the house, another red flag
Yeah,
like this.
it's so true.
So lutu thing.
There's actually hardly any Fijians that live in Malolo.
Yeah.
Like, some wealthier people live there, but yeah.
Majority is the Indian.
So you did. So after class 8, you did your form
From 3 to Form 5 there in
3,
SBC.
4, 5. So 3 years SBC.
6, 7 in Subasang.
So what took you to Suva?
Tired of staying in Nandi.
Yeah, yeah. Change of scenery. So you have family in Suva?
My uncle again, my dad's older brother,
Your dad's older brother. Yeah, Talihu.
Talio.
Your eldest brother. Oh, okay. Interesting. And then
And after I finished my Form 7, I went to the village. Then my dad told me, enough month the school.
because you finished Form 7,
Yeah.
graduated.
Yeah. He said, "Rota man tanah buli."
Really?
Same manda. Okay, said.
Yeah.
Then when I was in
That's
the village,
unusual, huh? Like most people, like when you finish, they want you to keep going.
yeah.
Yeah,
I did, enough manda.
that's good.
Come help me. Then 2014, I went and played for the Obola Under 20 for 1 year. In 2015, I was watching a movie at my uncle's house in the village. Just me and him and my uncle. Then his phone rang. Just stood up on the door. He looked at me. You want to go to school again? Like he was that to that time.
Yeah, yeah. Just while he was on the phone, like he
Yeah,
just
like
went
he
like
was
that.
still
Yeah.
on the phone. And,
Yeah.
you want to go to school again? Huh? Want to go to school? For how long? 1 year. What school? And he said forestry. Like learning chainsaws.
Yeah, okay.
And I just told him, oh, okay, just put my name. Then I went to my, after that I forgot about it. And I went to like this one Lease Island, small one that we used to go to. I went there with my uncle, my dad, my
Like
mom's.
private island?
Yeah.
Oh.
My mom's older brother. We went there, dive every night, go spearfishing. Then one evening we were about to go, then his phone rang. And gave me the phone. My dad. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, you have the interview in the forestry in Suva.
Okay.
Interview. Ooh, after that, my uncle took me down early tomorrow. The next day, we went to Suva.
So that same afternoon,
Yeah.
then you went home.
Went
Pack
home.
your stuff. Next day, boat.
Morning, got on the boat to Suva. Got there, last one to get interviewed. Then the teacher there told me, if we call you again, then that means you are through. You'll come back for the study for 1 year. If not,
But it must be almost a guarantee because you're your Form 7.
And
Maybe
no, like
I bet
my,
most of the people there didn't.
one of my grandfather, the teacher there, the teacher that interviewed me
Yeah.
was like his nephew.
Oh.
So my name was already in the list.
Yeah.
Only I got interviewed because there's plenty students.
Like they have to.
Yeah, almost
like,
100. Eh?
Yeah.
If they didn't see me got interviewed, then
Yeah.
you know that it's unfair.
Yeah. For sure.
And I just came back at home, and my grandfather, like grandfather uncle, he told me, "Don't worry, you are through. You just go there for the
So much for the
interview, but you already in."
Yeah.
Okay. So after a few days, like the last lot, they got graduated. The graduation day, this teacher called me again. Hey, you have to be here during the graduation. Bring everything, your clothes, everything. So after the graduation, boom, to the dorm there.
Really? Oh, so you actually stayed in the dorm there? Wow.
There's like 26 of us. Most of us are from here.
Really?
Kanarangi,
Really?
we studied together there.
And so that was learning what? So you started with like forest.
Planting trees,
Okay. Yeah.
then harvesting it,
Yeah.
cut it down to sizes,
Okay.
and build stuff.
So it's like all the way from like cutting a tree
Yeah,
down
cutting the tree down.
to finishing it into
I built
value
one,
adding.
the sideboard, the cupboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I built one,
Oh,
like the end result of my.
yeah. That's like your final project.
Yeah.
Oh. So did you have to bring your own chainsaw and stuff
No,
for this?
they provide
program?
everything.
Really? 288.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Huh.
So you learn how to sharpen the chain, maintain your chainsaw,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Maintenance,
Yeah.
chainsaw maintenance.
Yeah.
Then use the big sawmill. They teach you everything. So from there, me here today.
So what kind of sawmill did you learn to? Because so we won't go there yet because your uncle brought in the Lucas and the wood misers. But what kind of wood mill or sawmill did they train you guys
The
at?
Lucas.
Oh,
mill,
Lucas.
yeah.
Okay. And that was in the forest, or they bring the woods to the.
Like the first learning, when we learned the Lucas, they brought the logs into the
By the dorms, by
yeah,
the
no,
facility,
But, yeah.
the
Then
training
after
facility.
that, we took the Lucas into the forest. There's one big like mahogany tree.
Okay.
It
One.
was big one.
Sure.
It was lying down like this on the hill.
Yeah.
So we just have to set up the Lucas on. Then, if I push it down, then 2-3 boys will push it back up because it's on the hill like this.
So you have to straighten it. You're trying to straighten it out. So
No, you just have to make it small. Like
Oh,
cut it
yeah.
like all the
Rip it down.
different.
Rip it down. Okay.
Then after forestry, I got the job with the Fiji pine.
Oh, okay. And then where were you stationed for that job?
I like move around
Okay.
with a portable sawmill to logging from like Ra, Kantavu.
Oh, so I thought that was with your uncle's operation.
No, before my uncle.
Oh, and so they took you straight from.
Like
From
when I
school?
finished school,
Yeah.
I went back to the village. It
Okay.
was after Winston, 2016. And the Fiji Pine gang were doing the logging the village
Yeah.
for the damaged houses. They have to repair the
Okay.
house.
Yeah.
And then my uncle told me, come, we go just help them, move the timbers and everything. And after moving, and then this guy from Laos, he asked me, do you know how to
Wait. Sit. Look.
you know how to use the Lucas mill? And my uncle told me, if they ask you that, say no.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I told him, no, I don't know. Then my uncle told him, Yan, like us and us from Kantabulu maybe to the Lao people, we call
Yan.
each other Yan.
Yeah. Yanu.
Yeah, because we islanders.
Island people.
Islanders.
So we'll call this an interview with an islander. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and then he asked that guy, Yan, can you teach Kroy how to use this?
Yeah.
And he said, yes. Then we go on the gauge, everything. Then he asked me, how many logs do you want to cut? 1. And I told him, no, put 3.
On the Lucas.
Yeah, like 3. 1, 2, 3. Then he saw me start ripping those timbers.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how to use this thing, eh? You know how to use this thing. And I told him, yeah, 1 year I've been learning this in the forestry.
Yeah.
Then he said, oh, now, because there was 2 Lucas there in the village
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
that they brought with them. And he told me, this is yours. You use this till we finish. I'll use the other one. Then he went back to the office after 1 week. Then when he came back, then he told me, give me your bank account and everything. You're working with us now.
Wow.
So from there, I started moving around.
Yeah. And then you went to
Like
Sambeto?
Mataso and no, Sambeto was with my uncle.
Oh, okay.
I went to Ra, here, Mbua, Buya.
Oh, yeah. And they
Kandawu.
brought the Lucas with you guys
Yeah.
behind like towing it behind the vehicle, or loads in the back.
D-Max.
Yeah.
We have the D-Max too.
Oh,
The D-Max is now in Visinrua.
orange one.
No, the grey one. Got the Fiji Pine logo on the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That used to be our.
Really? Tate drives that one. That's
I
a
just saw the.
Pine Trust.
Yeah.
Pine
Fiji
Trust.
Pine Trust.
Yeah, I just saw it in town the
Then
other
we
day.
came
Oh,
back
really?
one day.
That's funny.
Then I just saw the number plate. I never forget the number plate of
What is
this.
it?
I-698.
Yeah,
Just saw it there coming down that wooden house on the Vision Road.
yeah. That's Tate. Tate. That's actually his father was my dad's teacher in school. Like the guy who drives that vehicle now. Mustambio. Yeah.
And then after I finished with, I didn't finish. I just didn't go back. Just went home for Christmas. And that's the end of Fiji Pine Trust for me. Then I got on the
Is there any
Utanyalo.
difference between Fiji Pine and the Fiji Pine Trust?
The Fiji Pine Trust is like they only focus with landowners that have pines in their land.
Oh, okay.
Whatever they want. If they
Fiji
want,
Pine has its own
Yeah.
like plantations. Oh,
like whenever the landowners want to cut their pine, they go and ask the Pine Trust. And the Fiji Pine Trust will provide everything, sawmill, the chainsaws,
I
the
see.
fuel.
And then the crew, like the one you're working for, will come and
And
do the
they'll
milling.
provide the one that comes to do the logging for
I
them.
understand. So you went home for Christmas, and then your
Stayed
uncle
at home.
grabbed you there.
No, before my uncle came, I went on the Utanyalo. Sailing.
Oh, funny. Okay, so how did you get connected with
Utanyalo.
or explain what Utunialo is?
Utanyalo is it's a traditional sailing vessel, like
Yeah.
a sailing canoe.
Catamaran, eh?
Yeah, catamaran.
Yeah.
Double hull.
So it's built after like what is believed to be like a Polynesian design.
Yeah, because it was built in New Zealand.
Okay.
So the main reason for because there's 6 others.
Six
other
other
canoes like
boats
that, yeah.
so there was 7
7
boats that
total.
were built identical to each other.
Yeah, like the Utanyalo belongs to Fiji.
Okay.
Then there's one belongs to Tahiti,
Samoa.
Samoa, and Tonga, New Zealand, Cook Island.
Okay.
They have their different
And they
names.
named it something
yeah.
else. But they're all the same boat.
They all the same design.
And so
everything the same.
It's a program, right? Like it's like it was owned like somebody obviously paid
The
for
guy
this.
that like sponsor
The builds.
the builds is
Yeah.
from Germany.
Okay.
He's like a millionaire.
Oh.
And the reason that they build those canoes is to revive the
Traditional sailing. or what?
traditional sailing, how our ancestors used to sail before, without any GPS, radar, and whatever they have now.
So you don't have any GPS, no radar
No,
in the boat. Okay, so how do you drop the anchor on a big boat then? Like you don't have an anchor winch,
no, you have to by hand.
but it must be a big anchor
Boo!
and chain,
The chain is like
huge.
10 meters or 15.
One thing actually that I learned about like sailing boats, I guess probably all boats in like, is that I was talking to a guy who was sailing a catamaran here. Actually, there was a New Zealand family, if you guys remember, maybe a couple years ago, helped us build the tool shed that's behind us. And he said that anchor is actually not what actually anchors big boats most of the time. Usually it's actually just the weight of the chain.
Yeah.
So he said it's actually not the anchor digging in and grabbing the sand or the corals. It's actually,
chain.
yeah.
Yeah, the
So
chain.
usually said the anchor will just be sitting there on the sand, but the actual, if you have the right amount, you need a certain amount of weight of chain for the size of the boat, the weight of the boat. So he said it's just the chain laying on the ground that will
We have
hold it.
the Utanyalo got 10 or 15 meters of chain,
Big chain.
big chain.
Bigger than this chain that I have.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So when it's sitting there, anchored out there, then we have to go. Then 9 or 10 of us we
No.
have to pull it up.
Really?
No winch, nothing. Oh,
Really?
once it got stuck in the mud, different story.
Man. Who is the, you look like a person that would be on the front of the chain.
Yeah, me and that guy.
I know this because being a big guy is a disadvantage sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh.
same.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Like that's the worst part.
When you have to bring up the anchor.
Yeah.
So how, like sometimes it would never get stuck? Like cause see, like when we go diving or when we go fishing, we drop the anchor, and a lot of times it'll get stuck, and you just drive the boat, and you force it out of the coral. But if it doesn't, usually you can dive down and get it at least. But like a chain and anchor like that, like it never got stuck.
No, sometimes it does stuck.
And then what?
Like we have motors too,
If you really
the
need it.
engine.
Oh.
When it's like stuck, we'll start the
Okay,
engine.
so I was gonna ask you that the other day. So there is backup motors
Yeah. We use
Like
that when
outboard?
there's 60 horsepower.
on each side.
No, just in the middle.
One in the middle. Okay, yeah. Just to at least maneuver.
When we get to the wharf like that.
Actually, you probably have like the MSAF regulation for sailing boat. Probably
Yeah,
have
it
to
has
have
to have one.
It has to have a motor,
motor,
right? Yeah. That makes sense. Because most of the sailing boats you see coming into like Sabu Sabu, into the marina, they don't sail in.
Yeah,
Obviously.
they have to use that.
The sails are down.
If
and
they use the sail, they'll go past the marina.
Exactly. So actually, it's pretty rare that you actually see a sailboat sailing close to the land. Usually, they use their motors to get outside of the bay, outside of the marina, and then sometimes you'll see the sails up. Is there any questions or anything? We're just talking here.
Yeah, so interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rossi. Thank you guys. Did we ever get an answer from Tamara? What brought her to?
No, not really.
No. Okay. You don't want to reveal your secrets, Tamara? What? You too good for us now? You come in, you drop in, and you don't want to tell us anything about yourself? You spy? You're a spy. You're a South African spy.
Just normally saying, like speaking of Tarini, waterfall. Did you hear that China's largest waterfall is fed by a large water pipe?
Yes, I did see that actually. So I did see that. We'll get back to this, but thank you normally for commenting because there is a big conspiracy that has been revealed now. The largest waterfall in China just dried up, and it's also the largest waterfall tourist attraction in China, and it just dried up. And they found that when they went up to the source, it's just a PVC pipe coming out of the rocks and then feeding into the more rocks and then dropping over a cliff. But it's not an actual
Like
waterfall.
natural waterfall.
Yeah. China, man. Made in China. You just see you just see one rubbing water pump there, pumping the water. Funny.
Oh.
I was like, that's just classic China.
Boy.
You would expect that from China, I feel like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're on the Utunialo?
Yeah, for 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Then
And you sail overseas?
No.
No? Does it ever leave Fiji? Like, does it ever sail to New Zealand?
Yeah, the first time it came out, they sailed straight to San Francisco.
No.
Yeah. Those 7 canoes.
All 7?
Yeah.
Together?
Sail together.
No, that'd be so cool.
Oh, they have the videos on YouTube.
Like, they all sailed in a... Boo.
We
You
get
feel like you're like a...
Millionaires super yacht
Yeah.
as a support boat, giving like the provide
Who
food.
is he? He's not... Oh, German?
German.
Oh.
He's from Germany.
Because the guy who owns Laudala is from Austria, I think, eh? The owner of Red Bull.
Oh.
I thought maybe it's him. No.
No.
Wow.
Oh, they
So
were
they
like this
sailed...
to New Zealand.
So they went to San Francisco? Just for like maybe cultural or something, eh? Like-
No, they're just like trying to like reviving the
Oh, okay. So then they went there? They all went to their own countries after that?
yeah.
Wow.
They came back from there.
Do you know anybody who sailed on that first voyage? What did they say? Was it fun?
Yeah.
How long did it take?
'Cause they went like this to New Zealand, stopped in New Zealand for like 2 weeks, then
Oh.
they moved from New Zealand to Tahiti,
Oh, okay. Going
stopped
around.
over there for
Did you get paid to do this?
me
Yeah.
when I sailed to Tunisia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I started as a volunteer, like the manager for the Tunelo. Then just came to the village and asked if 2 boys are interested in sailing.
Oh, really? Fijian guy?
No, the Kailama guy, Colin Phillip.
Oh, Colin Phillip. Oh, okay. Well, he's maybe the most he's maybe the Kailoma guy in Fiji with the most connections.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I've
guy.
only heard stories. I've actually never met Colin in person, and so I would love to meet him because I heard he's just an unbelievable.
Oh,
Obviously, he's got enemies because he's done business in Fiji for a long, long time. I've heard that he's just a ruthless businessman, and I I love the stuff that he's been a part of, and I know that his brother Tony Phillip as well. Tony Phillips is also instrumental with Leluvia and all that kind of stuff as well. They left a big impact in Fiji. So he's the guy who came to
yeah.
us, and then you went
Then me and one of my Tavale,
from your same village.
same village.
Okay.
Because when he comes to Muturiki, he only comes to like
What's the name of your village actually?
the village that we lived in.
Okay, so
Nasisar.
it's different, eh?
Yeah.
So you grew up in
Nasisar,
Nasisar,
yeah.
but you're from.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Is it? Oh, wow, yeah.
Just a small village like this.
Oh, okay.
Like my village.
Yeah.
It's a small one like this.
Is that part of the story where what was that? Dambe? Something like the story where there's the first Vu when they came to Moturiki.
It's
Like
Nedambedambe.
Dambe, right. And then they went from there to Wawa.
No, the Wawa, they came from Lobon, you know, Palau?
Oh,
They came to Wawa, like Wawa, they wait there.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, they waited, yeah.
Yeah, Wawa, that
Oh,
was
but that
it
was from when
means,
they came from Loboni, yeah.
Then from Wawa, they move across to Telio.
Oh, okay. That's so funny. Like a lot of these village names, they actually have
Meanings.
the meanings, eh? Yeah.
We got Nasaubuki. That's where the Wu,
Yeah.
like his boat capsized.
So Vu is like, I guess, what do you want to say? Like translation, ancestors. Story of
the God,
like the gods, eh? Like an ancestral
yeah.
kind of mythology, Fijian mythology. Yeah. We have our own Zeus, our own Poseidon. Yeah, I guess you can say. So you were on the Utonialo for 3 years, but you sailed just around Fiji.
Fiji. Yeah.
And so then, when did that end? Because you were here since 2023.
Just last year.
So then after Utonialo, you went home.
From Tunialo, then I started with my uncle, the one that brought the wood miser.
Oh, okay. And then where did you go with him? So he has an uncle that brought in a bunch of these sawmills. How many?
7.
What does he do? Huh?
He just is like a missionary.
Really? Wow, I want to be a missionary.
We just came back to Fiji, and like his friends and other pastors from his denomination.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
Like
Sorry.
it's a gift.
Yeah, right. I understand. And so then you were there's a crew of you guys.
Yeah.
And-
All of us from the village, the bush.
And so you guys went around with these wood mills that these pastors from overseas sent, and you guys were just volunteering.
Yeah. Didn't get paid.
Yeah.
No.
For how long?
So I went to Sambeto, Matuku, in Lao.
Oh,
I think 2 years.
so you guys like
Also, the same time I was sailing.
yeah.
I started.
Oh, so you would go and then go back to sailing. Oh, okay. Is that the same place you were locked down?
Tikumbia, that's Tikumbia.
No, but you were in Laos also.
No, that was 2013.
Oh, 2013.
Moala.
Ooh.
I went to Moala.
Oh, more.
Tomorrow. I went
Okay.
to Matuku
Okay.
for 2 months.
Eat lobo every day.
Lobo.
Allowing people. They
I'm
can
not
just-
allowed to eat pork.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Only fish.
Yeah, right. And then, so how many years were you with your uncle, or working with his wood mills, sawmills?
2.
2 years.
Hmm.
Interesting. And then, where you were there, then did Tangasi call you? When you were there?
Uncle, like his.
Okay. While you were
My
doing the
sister
sawmill.
called me. Yeah. I was in the village. We were doing logging there in the village.
In your village.
We
Okay.
got wood miser there too.
Yeah.
So when my sister called, because uncle
Yeah.
want to extend his house.
So his sister that was kind of adopted by the pastor and named after the pastor's wife. They live in Lambasa now, and so because his sister lives with them, the closest connection that they have to somebody who can help to prepare wood for the building or the extension of their house in Lambasa was her brother. And so my uncle, or he, that pastor who adopted your sister,
He's older than.
this is the place that they asked to bring the wood
Yeah.
from here.
Because Tangas, he got the timbers there.
My uncle
But
our
after
village.
Cyclone Yasa,
Yeah,
Tangas and his wife
yeah.
used those timbers to repair their house.
Oh yeah, right. Okay.
So they have to find the.
New timber. Oh, okay. Yes, I remember that. Because Yas upset, obviously, a lot of things in Fiji. So the wood that they had prepared for the house was used up, and then my uncle in the village here, he obviously we have lots of hardwood around here, and so then Kore came to the village
Yeah.
to rip the wood for them to take. Yeah.
From then till today,
Till
still
today.
here.
Hello. We did have one camera facing this way on Tui. Tui just had a gecko land on him. That was hilarious. Okay.
This is
Any
from,
questions?
Quinton.
And now he's here. See? Watching. Quinton.
Yeah, tell John when he comes around, let me know because I have to pass him some local potatoes to go and plant it.
Oh, really? Yeah, definitely, man. For sure. So actually tomorrow, I wasn't really going to talk about this, but because we'll see if it actually happens tomorrow, but we're waiting on probably close to 100 tons of mill mud that's coming from Lambasa. I booked 5 10-wheeler loads of this mill mud to be come and dumped on. I think it's about 1 hectare, so it's about 1.8 acres. So obviously the soil is extremely acidic here and low organic composition. So we want to increase. We don't have access to large amounts of animal waste in Fiji. Well, at least in Vanuatu. If you want to buy goat manure, you'll be doing it for years, and it'll take a long time and lots of money. And so, yeah, I was surprised at the price. So I have a friend who has a contracting company, or him and his dad do. And so I asked him, and he's gonna, for a very reasonable amount, they're gonna bring it out. So I've prepped the road, we've prepped the soil, and so I hope tomorrow they're gonna be bringing out about 100 tons of mill mud, which is mill mud is not just the waste. It's not just the dirt that comes off of the sugarcane. I'll actually look it up here. Tui used to work in the
Mill mud.
mill mud. So Tui is actually I don't know what you want to call it, like a lab analyst or a lab technician, I guess, at the analysis, in the lab at the Lambasa sugar mill. And so what mill mud is, I'm just looking up here, it consists of water, fiber, soil, or mud solids, and soluble sugars and proteins. Mill mud is a source of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and sulfur. And so it's a byproduct of the milling of sugarcane. So, here, I'll look it up. This is from the Sugar Research Institute of Fiji. Mill mud, a byproduct of sugar milling process, has many benefits to sugarcane. Mill mud improves all 3 physical, biological, and chemical properties of the soil, and there is no other product which can improve all 3 at the same time. It also breaks pest and disease cycles, such as nematodes and cane weevil borer, and improves germination of cane. And so, obviously, we're not planting sugarcane, but it's such a rich compost. Actually, when you drive by the mill mud, it's just like steaming. And so I believe after they're done, is it when they clean the mill every night or whatever, there's mill mud that's there that they have to extract and then dump it away?
No.
Or what?
That's when it goes through the filter station.
Okay.
when you like, when the sugar cane goes in through the mill,
Okay. It gets crushed.
and it gets crushed,
Yeah.
and then the juices goes into this tank,
Okay.
and then we have to like put lime in.
Okay.
That
So you
will
add
help-
lime.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it can like separate the water,
Okay.
the juice,
Yeah.
and the mud.
Okay.
And so and then it goes into this huge drum.
Huge drum.
And it's like steaming drum.
Oh.
So it's like it extracts, it pulls the juices out of the mud, and then the drums just keeps rolling,
Okay.
and it just scrapes out, and there's a conveyor there, and it falls into the.
That's the
trucks.
mill mud.
That's the mill mud.
So the trucks are just sitting there waiting,
Yeah, waiting for it to be filled and then go.
and then the trucks go and dump it by the junction, the Malau Junction.
Yeah.
The Malau Junction is just a place where these two roads meet, and it's just a site. Does FEC own that land or?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so they just dump it there, and basically anybody can just go and pick it up for free. It's just, yeah, it's just and after the season's over, the grass grows over it. You can't even tell it's there. But you add lime, so that's actually very
lime is
interesting because you are supposed to add lime to the soil here. Like that's one thing that in all of the agricultural studies that you see on soil in Fiji, after adding nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, you're supposed to add lime at some point. So that would also be beneficial because there must be some amount of lime
Yeah.
in the mud,
Yeah.
in the mill mud.
If you add the lime, it separates
Oh, okay.
the juices, the water, the juice, the water, and the mud.
Okay.
And then whatever that's left down there,
Yeah.
goes into the
Wow.
like steam.
So is this lime that they add in the sugar mill, is it liquid?
No powder.
Powder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So and then we'll through that filter station, and
Yeah.
then just extract the juices away to
Yeah.
another place, and you left with the mud.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that makes me even more excited for this stuff. So, I'm really hoping that adding, 80 to 100 tons of mill mud to this 1.8 acres will make it like a lot healthier soil. And with the partnership that we have with these guys, Sea and Soil, I'm excited to be able to like actually build up the physical structure of the soil and then be able to add in these the biofertilizers that we got from them. And so I hope that you guys are having good luck with some of these the products that we're using. So
That answers Paul's question about how did Koi ended up there.
oh, okay. Yeah, long story. Like but it's worth I don't know, it's just fun to get to know people. And so there's lots of us who, I mean, we have a crazy story as well. We just talk about it a lot, about how we came all the way from Canada, came here. But that's basically your whole story,
Yeah,
start to finish.
start to finish.
How are you
Finish today.
liking it so far? Yeah, asking that question.
What's that? Oh, yeah, so how would, well, it's kind of hard for him to answer it, honestly. But
The butt, yeah.
no. How do you like being in,
The north.
how do you like your life right now? Or you live with like,
What,
Okay,
live
so
with-
that
live
would-
with regrets.
no. I couldn't like. I like need a certain amount of privacy in my life. Do you like? Cause you're just living with Tada, and then sleeping with.
It's
Not
normal
too-
for me.
Yeah.
With
It doesn't
like
bother you?
plenty of people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't wish you had like your own house.
Not now.
No. Yeah. Be quiet, eh?
Mm.
Yeah. Because I'm like, when I like Roy goes down and he's like graciously, staying in one of my uncle's houses, but it also goes both ways because then he helps out around the house and stuff like that. So it's not just a one-way street. But do you miss home when you're here?
No.
Yeah. Like for me, I don't miss home a lot because I don't think about it a lot because I don't think about it as like something to me, I can always go back.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
on the holiday, I'm going back. It's fine.
Because when you're young, yes, you'll miss home a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
When you're like this
Growing up?
80s or
yeah. And yeah, like it's not like you can't go
Like
home.
me when I went to school in 90,
Yeah.
when I started in Form 3.
Ooh.
Oh, like that's the first time for me to
You
go
miss
away
your mom
from
and
home.
dad. Yeah.
The first few days I was just sitting there outside the house crying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's hard.
Yeah, because my father just dropped me there, went back to the village. So I had
Really?
to stay there because I didn't have lots of time with my uncle. So I think the last time that I saw him before I went to school there was in 2003 when my grandfather passed away.
Ooh.
Then 2008 I went to school there. So I
Wow.
have to live with them.
So
Like I
5 years since you saw them.
yeah.
You
We
weren't really
didn't
close to them.
even when he came to the village for my grandfather's funeral, we didn't talk or he just came saying bula. That's it. That's all. Then I went, I have to go and stay there and live with them. And the first few days
Hard.
hard
Yeah,
sama.
yeah. Yeah, I had a friend when I used to live in when I was living in Africa, and so he had to go to. His family was from Portugal, and he had to go to boarding school. His family sent him to boarding school back in Portugal when he was 8. So he had to leave his home when he was 8 years old to go back, and I was like, I can't even imagine being 8 years old and having to like. How old were you when you went to boarding school, or when you went to SPC? 14, 15.
14.
Yeah. So my friend, he was sent away when he was 8. I was like, man, Ricardo, when he went back to Portugal, I'm like, man, I don't even know how you can be 8 years old, leave your family and everything. Yeah. It's like, dude, that is not for me. What is one of the most, like, painful things that you've gone through in your life?
Me and my grandmother passed away.
When was that?
2000, 2021.
Oh, that's recently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like me and my grandmother we were very close.
Yeah. So this is your dad's mom.
Yeah.
So where did she live?
We lived together.
In the village.
Yeah.
Oh, so did she help raise you guys?
Yeah.
She was in the same house, like
Yeah.
Nai
Like
here?
Nai.
Yeah, yeah. And then she passed away at home.
She got sick. Then she was taken to the hospital in Lebuka. Like she got sick in Lebuka. One Saturday they just went for the social welfare.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She got sick there. They took her to the hospital. Then from there she got transferred to Suva. Then from Suva she got discharged from the hospital. She went to one of my auntie's place. She didn't even came back to the village. Then from there she passed away. Like I went to Suva for funeral while she was in my auntie's house.
Like a
I went
relative's
to
funeral.
another house for the funeral. And then she called asking me if I could come and visit her.
Okay, okay.
And that was a Saturday. And I told her, yes, I'll come after this.
Yeah, like you know how you just, yeah, I'll come, I'll come.
Then I didn't go on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we went back to the village. Monday, Tuesday, she passed away.
And you didn't go see
No.
her. Did you went back to the village?
Yeah.
On when?
Sunday.
So she called you on Saturday.
Saturday.
Say,
I
come
want
visit
to
me.
see you.
Yeah.
Come and visit me. I
Yeah,
want
okay,
to see
okay.
you. Yeah. After we make this, we were making the logo.
Yeah.
After we make this logo, I'll come. Then I didn't go. Sunday, we went back to Muturi. Monday, Tuesday, we were watching the movies in my house. All the boys there. I was just sitting there watching the screen was on the corner like this. And then I turned around, look like this. My dad was standing in the kitchen, looking at me, and then he told me to come outside.
When he called you, did you know something was going on? Or
I
no,
was
no.
I was just looking at him standing there calling me. Then when I went to the kitchen, he told me, let's go outside. Then I started to like suspect
worried.
that something is wrong. We went outside. He told me, grandmother passed away. Huh? grandmother passed away.
Was he crying or no?
No, like he was just
Just
telling
saying,
me.
Yeah.
And I told him, oh, like I was shocked. Oh,
Yeah.
then he told me, go open the cupboard, the drawer. My like, coat. You reach inside the pocket. There's some money there. You go, take all that money and buy the grog
From where?
from one of my uncle.
In the village.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have the grog there, $1 one bag.
Ooh, small bag.
No, the brown bag like this.
Really?
$1 one bag.
Okay. You should bring some next time.
No, that was that time.
Okay.
Now the uncle is all sick. Pooh,
Okay.
buy the grog.
Pounded already.
Yeah, already,
pounded
they
right now.
already packed it.
Okay. Here.
We go to my grandfather's house, my grandmother's younger brother. Drink grog there. Then all my cousins, they all came sitting down there crying. Female cousin,
Yeah.
crying. I was just sitting there looking at them like this. Didn't even cry. Oh. We finished the grog there.
All that on.
All that they're gonna 40 bags. Oh.
All night.
Yeah, we went back home. Bring some boy on gone. Like my dad was just
Drown the sorrows.
yeah, cause
He was close with his mom.
yeah. When he was the Turaralium, when
Yeah.
he became the Turaralium,
Oh yeah.
after a few months, he came back to my grandmother and he told my grandmother that he can't do it anymore. He don't know what to do
Yeah.
because it's his first time.
Yeah.
And
Like he would not give up, but he just
Yeah.
felt like unsuitable. Yeah.
And my grandmother called him, come sit down. What? And he said like, Saru bimbi. Bimbi ngayon rende like it's heavy and hard
Yeah.
holding that position. And my grandma, come sit down here. It's heavy and hard. And he said, yes. Just lift up that heavy and hard of that position, put it on your shoulder and like,
Ooh.
torong nga the bimbing gori, bataran rende gori, tombian itamba minum sol like your gallant.
Ooh.
So those words, still, that's why he's still the
He's still doing
Turalium
it.
today
Wow.
for 14 years.
Powerful words.
Yeah. We go back home, we drink some wangon until the morning when the day break.
Yeah.
I just went to sleep a little bit. When I woke up nga like this, started crying.
Then the
Yeah,
reality
yeah.
hits you. Yeah.
And I was just thinking of that Saturday when she wanted me to
Oh
come
my
visit her.
gosh. Yeah. So then those thoughts came to your mind.
Yeah.
Like how you. Yeah. Right.
I should have go,
Yeah.
but it's too late. Yeah, that's
So then-
like the
So then she passed away. Then she must have been like the body was in Suva.
yeah.
So they brought her back.
They were when like the social welfare benefits when they passed away like that, they have some money. Like when they passed away for
Right.
them.
Once the death certificate is
Yeah.
like approved, like signed. Yeah.
I was just lying down there like the next morning, Wednesday, Thursday, and lying down there on the bed. And my dad and all his siblings were trying to get that money, $1,000 or 2,000.
To help with the funeral.
Yeah. I was just lying down there when he came. Hey, can you approve this money, this write one letter, approve that,
She just passed away.
no, like just approve it that my auntie can take the money in Suba.
Oh, okay.
And I told him, hey, why should I do it when you are all there? You are her
Real
sons
kids.
and
Yeah,
daughters.
yeah.
And he told me, you all tried it. But those people said that no.
Oh.
Try man.
So weird.
And he told me, you try it.
So you wrote a letter.
Oh, yeah, my name.
Yeah.
Savakandun, like I approved that my auntie can take the money.
Okay.
Like my grandmother's money.
Yeah.
I signed. I took it to the Turangan Koro.
Yeah.
Put
Signed.
the stamp there.
Yeah.
Just take the picture, the photo.
What? Photo.
Yeah, on the phone.
After all that, eh? Yeah.
And
Okay.
send it to my auntie.
Yeah.
Because they were still there at the social welfare office. Just after a few minutes, she called again. Hey, they've seen your signature and your approval letter. They told us that tomorrow we can come and pick up the check from the.
What? Crazy. Like almost like there was like a special relationship
Yeah,
or
me
something.
and my
Yeah,
grandmother. It's just.
yeah, like that.
Mm.
Hmm.
There's a question.
Yeah.
Guru is does he have a 5-year plan or like a 10-year plan kind of thing?
Okay. Before we go to that, I just wanted to ask you about that because I know there's a lot of we don't talk about this kind of stuff in Fijian culture, right? Like, what is the most painful part of your life, or what's like one painful moment that stands out? But I think it's good like we talk about pain and like how we each deal with moments like that because I think a lot of us probably have moments that we regret, things that we could have done differently, right? That leave us wishing we could have, maybe acted in a way that is opposite to what we did. And so I think if you're a guy, it's good for you to ask other guys like these questions, right? Like, you know, what's important to you right now? How are you dealing with it? Like, what's been hard for you the last couple months, because we're all going through stuff. Like, life's pretty good. And like, if you're healthy and your kids are healthy and, your parents are alive, like, you're a very lucky person. But it doesn't mean that like day to day, there's not things that make life tough, right? And so even for me and Stephanie right now, like, it's been hard because like she's our manager. So we've been, we set up our business in Canada so that it runs by itself. And then our manager is going on maternity leave. So the person that manages our whole business over the last 4 years, she's going on maternity leave. And then you can choose to do 18-month maternity leave in Canada. So she's taking 18 months off, and the government will look after you while you do that. How long do you have for maternity leave in Fiji? A couple months? Like 3 months? Yeah. And so 18 months. And so Stephanie's Stephanie's going back in a couple weeks or a week and a half.
Oh, I thought she's going to be staying there for 18 months.
Yeah, yeah. Like, so we relied on this system that we've had, and then now the system doesn't work anymore. So now the time our business opens in Canada is around 2 a.m. here. And so from 2 a.m., she's taking phone calls, answering emails. And then, end of business day is around noon. And then you have to finish off, emails and all that kind of stuff. So she finishes work around 3 or something. And she has to teach the kids. And so I've been probably not as understanding as I should be all the time. But I'm just saying, like, life is good, but like something small has changed in our lives and it's testing us, like in our relationship and stuff like that. Because, like, she's tired and, she needs to sleep in because she's been awake since 2 a.m. And so it's not even sleep in, it's just get some sleep. And so, yeah, and then also, like, her work day now goes, like, Saturday is Friday in Canada. So her days off are Sunday and Monday now. And so, anyways, I'm just saying it's good to talk about things that are hard because that's when the real conversation actually happens. What?
Follow is saying, yeah, stay for 18 months in Canada, Melila.
Million nga value.
Saleh. Only melon skin, melon skin.
Melon skin.
Yeah, okay, so what was the question again?
Go.
Oh yeah, so what do you have planned for, what's your 5-10 year goal?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just like have to build my house.
In the village?
Yeah.
Or here? Wherever you find.
Wherever I find the bones. Bones to my sari-sari. Yeah, build a house, have a family.
Yeah. There you go, ladies. calling all single
Yeah,
beautiful.
transformer. Calling all Autobots.
Calling all auto females.
Female.
Kroy is ready. He's ready for
Hello,
the rib to his missing ribs.
May talent je.
Oi, lady boy.
What's this? Who's this? Optimum. He's looking for his optimum.
Optimum Prime.
His optimum prime woman.
Yeah.
And yeah, so 5 to 10 years. Family, house.
Yeah.
House and a family. There's lots of hardwood here. Lots of land for you to
Yeah.
build your residence on. I'm gonna check on Facebook and Instagram to see if you guys have asked any other questions since we've been on. Is there any other questions there? National budget, back to school, 40 million allocated for provision of the $200 back to school support. So, this is the Mode Quinten. This is the national budget that came out today. So they just, we're not going to get into it because I'm an idiot. I don't really understand politics, but so, but one thing actually I did comment on, and I actually put it on our Facebook page, was there was a complaint about there's been lots of vandalism across the. It's funny across different bus stops and public, like utility boxes and mainly the bus stops and stuff in Fiji, and so. I think it was the Minister of Infrastructure or something that shared it, and there was an FBC post saying,
Tisawau.
yeah, Filipe Tusawau. So, and there was a report released on one of the news agencies in Fiji. The Fiji Roads Authority has raised concerns regarding the increased number of vandalism. That's not proper English. It'd be the increased amount of vandalism, specifically the public property and road assets. Specifically of public property and road assets. After a continued assessment and inspection, the FRA, Fiji Roads Authority, has seen that assets such as bridges and bus stops are vandalized. And so he was just saying like, hey, let's stop vandalizing these things. And so I just don't believe that we as humans are actually good at listening to instructions. And you have to give people a reason to not do things. So either you charge them, you have security cameras at all the bus stops, or one thing that I know worked really well where we come from in Canada was they made all these things beautiful. So there's actually a program where you can go and apply if there's a utility box like an electrical sub box in your block, you can actually go on the electrical, it's called BC Hydro, that's our EFL, and you can go and apply for them to come and beautify that utility box. And so they come and they wrap it in some beautiful artwork or like a landscape or something. And they found that like if they make something beautiful, less people will vandalize it. And so basically all the comments on that post, I think it's just funny. I'll read a couple of them. Were like, nah, it wouldn't work. So this is what I wrote. I said, we have a solution to this problem that we'd all have fun with. Engage local artists, young and old, landscape painters, graffiti artists, and more to paint and decorate every bus stop, power box, and rubbish bin in Fiji as a way to showcase their work. Allow them to use these public places as a part of their portfolio. Let them sign every piece they complete. I said we used to live in a city where they did this. And so somebody here said, nah, it wouldn't work. People will just write nonsense and draw graphic images. You know what I mean. I've seen perfectly good graffiti art being vandalized with swear words and graphic drawings of the male private parts. I don't know why people just won't leave public amenities alone. Yeah, and so, yeah, this person said we should have hidden cameras installed on lampposts near the vicinity of the bus shelters and bridges. I think that would also help. You have to give people a reason to not do the thing that you want them to do. But I think it's worth a try. I don't see any like loss in like engage. Is there like an art association in Fiji or like a
Oh yeah.
like Fiji Arts, or there must be something. There must be some sort of group that Fijian artists are a part of. Like, and if you know because like okay, even if they vandalize it for a time, you at least have a beautiful piece of artwork that was just an ugly green and yellow bus stop. Like, I just don't see why you wouldn't just, give the people, you don't have to pay them, just give them the enough they need for their supplies.
Yeah.
And then they get to have it as a piece of their, like, their art. They can put it on their page. They can, forever use that as a piece of something that, like, they did.
Can it be a place where people come take photos?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, make it like a photo op, like all the kids waiting at the bus stop. And, like, yeah, sure. Some people will vandalize it because some people are just idiots for life. But there's also, like, it's not like you don't know until you try. It actually works in some places in the world. And for whatever reason, people, like, there's this thing, they're like, oh, no, that won't work in Fiji. It's like, you guys think, like, Fiji is, like, very different than, like, other places. It's not. Fiji's just behind a little bit. And so that's why we're in Fiji, is because, like, we see that Fiji is headed in the direction of a lot of Western countries. And so the things that we can do here are things that have been done in other places. And so, like, why not? That's why I'm like, why not? It's already looking ugly. Why not dress it up? Why not get an artist to, like, show off, like, his bus stop? What do you think, Corey?
Yeah.
Like, I think
It's
it'll,
better than
than just leaving it.
leaving it and when
Vandalism.
vandalizing,
Yeah.
vandalism that's been.
Like, vandalism will happen, for sure. And, whether or not you do it. I just think, like, if I'm an artist looking for looking for a place to display my art or my skills and talents, like, I would do that. And, like, every time you drive by, it's like, oh, that's my bus stop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that rubbish bin. Oh hey, that's my, like, power box. Like, I did that one.
There's one comment there.
Yeah.
Paul Miltaki. The most common graffiti in Fiji. So and so was here.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. But see, that's the same thing. People say, oh, the most common thing in Fiji. That's the most common one in Canada. Like, when I was a kid going to school, you see, so and Josh was here, or you see Josh and Liz in a heart, and it's like some friends bugging other friends, or it's like, suck on my whatever. It's like, it's not like Fiji like, oh, in Fiji they do this. No. Same stuff. Like, when I was in high school, you close the bathroom door. It's like you see all that crap. It's all the same. But they just found, like, when they beautified things, people were less likely to damage something that was already beautiful. Yeah. Because it's like when you have just a big, ugly thing, it's like, if I was in school and I saw somebody, you'd be like, dude, really? Or, like, if somebody did it to something that was already, like, a piece of art, like, dude, really? Like, what are you thinking, man? Like, this is already, like, you have people that would bring them down. So, I'm not saying it would work 100%. I'm saying that it would help. And it would be fun. And it would beautify Fiji. Yeah?
It's called the Fiji Arts Council.
Okay.
VT Associations of Visual Arts.
So, we should tag Fiji Arts Council in that post, actually. That's what I'll do after this.
One question.
Yeah.
Do you think Fiji should adopt the broken window theory?
Yeah, give it. What's that?
What's a broken window theory?
Look it up. What's the broken window theory? You look it up, and I'll talk about something else while you look it up. So, flying Fijians beef up Northern Hemisphere players to join camp. So, there was a lot of talks about how the flying Fijians were mistreated by the Northern Hemisphere rugby clubs, like in Gallagher's Premiership, the top 14, and all of that kind of stuff, because they released players to the Barbarians, but they did not release players to the flying Fijians, right? So there was a lot of hate that was given to those teams, saying, like, look at this, like indiscretion, how they treat, like, those teams compared to how they treat the Fijian team, right? And so, but the thing is, apparently in the contracts, they can release players to any Northern Hemisphere teams, but they could, or teams that are in England, but they cannot release players to Fiji, or, like, teams that are outside of the United Kingdom. So apparently that's how that works. Because I know a lot of people are upset about that.
So there's like, 12 to 15.
So yeah, about 12 or 15 Northern Hemisphere players are set to join the Fiji Water Flying Fijian squad this weekend.
So they playing tomorrow?
I don't know. We travel at the end of the week to Georgia.
They're the last.
Oh yeah, Flying Fijians take on Georgia next Saturday at 4 a.m. So is it?
It's next Saturday or this Saturday?
This was released 5 hours ago, so next Saturday.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
Uh,
Georgia just beat Portugal in international soccer, 2-0.
oh,
I saw it before this started. Imagine that. Georgia beat Ronaldo's team. Crazy. I don't actually know if Ronaldo is actually playing or not, but that's like the flying Fiji or the for Portugal to lose to Georgia in soccer is insane. Okay, broken window theory.
yeah. The theory states that signs of disorder will lead to more disorder. A building with a broken window that has been left unrepaired will give the appearance that no one cares and no one is in charge.
Oh, I like that. Who commented that?
This
That is great.
from Wanga.
Wanga, yeah.
Wanga Ngauna.
I don't. I. That is actually a. It's interesting. That's actually a theory, but it makes sense. Like if you see something that's already destroyed, like you're more likely to destroy it more.
Yeah.
Like if you.
Destroy
Okay, so
more,
like remember
don't
there was
kill.
up on the hill there was that car that was burned,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So that was a Mitsubishi. It was almost like a Toyota Prado, but it's a Mitsubishi. So what if you had like a burned Toyota Prado and you have a perfectly good Toyota Prado and you have like a beer bottle? Like which one are you more likely to throw the beer bottle at?
The burn one.
Yeah, the burned one. Like I mean I would.
Yeah.
I would be like I would just look for like if I see a bottle, I'm like even if there's no new one, like take the comparison away. If I see like that burned vehicle, I'm like, dude, I want to throw something at this. You know what I mean? Like you want to destroy it more. I totally agree with that theory. That's a great theory.
So I'm reading it more now.
Yeah.
Visible signs of disorder and misbehavior in an environment encourage further disorder and misbehavior.
So sorry, you guys can't hear Tui, but he was saying the broken window theory is that like if you see like a building that has broken windows, you're more likely to break more of the windows or destroy it even more. Take that to a house, take that to a car, take it to a whatever. But if something is left unkempt, you're more likely to be a person who wants to destroy it. I like that. Thank you, Wanga. That's actually a great point.
As a comment, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen in the interview with the acting police commissioner on the different types of hard drugs now in Fiji? And he said an interesting piece where he was the head of police drug unit. And 10 years ago, he was talking about these types of hard drugs, the effects which is slowly we can see in Fiji today. However, somebody or some people in the government at the time told him to say nothing and stop investigating. That was interesting and makes us wonder who is it or they are and why they told him to stop.
Yeah, so that was a previous government.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of things coming out now. It's easy to talk about the last government when the last government's not in power anymore, right? It is. I think that's also a bit of a pussy move, because like, okay, sorry, it's like it's easy to say that I tried to do something, but somebody told me to be quiet. Like now, you still should have like, oh,
Fire in the hole.
dude, it's gecko live. Just pooed on my forearm, dude. Are you dude, there's so many up here. Sorry, I have to like scare these things away. Dude, that is unreal. Actually, I just got shipped on. I'm just gonna relax here with this
Yeah,
little.
when it's dry.
Yeah,
Shake it off.
this will be my chaser when you tell them, lick it off. It's he still should have said something like I think it doesn't look good on him to be like, I told them, but they said don't say anything, so I didn't say anything. It's like, but you were still a human being that knew there was something wrong with the situation. You should have said, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
you can't just keep quiet.
Yeah,
At least it should have done something about it.
yeah, but it also makes us wonder who was the person who said don't
Yeah.
say anything, because the problem now is that is it Tikondundua? He was the guy who was saying that we're going to be a nation of zombies, right? In that interview. And so the problem now is that ABC News has come into Fiji and done this like 3-part program, because they're like, okay, if we're going to pay for our reporters and cameramen's flights to Fiji, we're not going to just hit up one. We're going to hit up all of the major like hit pieces in Fiji. The drugs, what was the other one? A nation of zombies. Anyways, there was 3 parts to this whole program, and now like the thing with ABC News and what they did on their A Nation of Zombies. You see it all over YouTube, right? You've seen it, like that headline, A Nation of Zombies. Is that like
What is the drugs? HIV?
HIV? Yeah. So
Zombies.
yeah, and so it's really ironic that a company based out of Australia will come and write a hit piece in Fiji about how we're a nation of zombies. And you can come to a place like this in Vanuatu where it's not zombies. And you go to Suva and it's not zombies. There is a drug problem, 100%. But then they'll write these pieces and then they'll go back and our tourism industry will suffer, because who wants to go to who wants to go on holiday in a place where it's a nation full of zombies? You know what I mean? And then they're going to go out and offer assistance and then take all the credit for how they sent in police forces and did all this stuff so that they helped us so that we didn't become a nation full of zombies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, overseas company comes, writes a hit piece, they get all these views, and like, that's good. That's what they need to stay alive. That's what they need to get advertisers. But the reality on the ground is that we're not a nation of zombies. It's just like something needs to be done. But
Is it
But like
Pio Tingdundu said?
I think so. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, Fiji's cocaine haven, eh? Yeah, and the nation of it's just like really unbelievable that one of our like Vuvale partners allows, like a company from there. You're allowed to do whatever you want. It's just like we obviously need to learn from this situation, because I actually think that's a huge media blunder by a politician in the last 12 months, is that we've now released those words and now it's going to be used against us. Like, that's not going to help our tourism industry. That's not going to make people want to come and start businesses in Fiji when they see Fiji, a nation of zombies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's fair, because it's not a nation of zombies. And I don't know if it's on its way to becoming a nation of zombies. I guess some people think so, but these TV stations, they need these crazy headlines so that people will advertise, because then it gets views, right? And then people advertise on their platform.
Yeah.
I just think, anyways, I'm ranting.
ABC News or
ABC.
TV New Zealand?
No, it's ABC.
ABC.
Yeah. What did?
This one from normally, I'm safe in a zombie apocalypse. They only eat people with brains.
Yeah. Dude, normally you might be the most brainy person ever on the live, so I don't think you're safe. I'm the idiot, okay? Not you. All right? All right?
Another comment from normally again.
Yeah.
This is going back to Korea.
Okay.
Be careful in the dating world. Lots of Decepticons out there.
I like that. That's normally.
Yeah, normally.
Call in all Decepticons. That can be your call.
This
Yeah.
from Zach, Optimum Prime cover.
Maybe we should do some sort of like speed dating thing with Koroi. Like a blind date thing? Like series?
Balloon.
Oh, balloon pop.
Oh, there's this guy, Polo Biltaki. Polo guys from Yemen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah
Keep
man.
up the good videos. It helps with the homesickness from my end.
Thank you. Who is that?
Polo Biltaki.
Thank you, man.
And he
Appreciate
said,
it.
for Kroy to find one girl from Sengal.
Senganga.
Yeah, because hey,
Kabudi budi.
there's lots of land out here. Lots of land. There's one I think trying to impress you from the police barracks. Always up there when you're there. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Echi.
Okay. Slow career advancement leads to departure. We're just gonna keep this live going, guys. Slow career advancement within Fiji Airways has led to departure of senior first officer pilots in the past. Okay, so what is this? A non-headline? Like this used to happen, but it's not. So with the new aviation academy, we have the infrastructure, but a very loose to no national progression policy and its framework, forecast or realized milestones, and its monitoring to accelerate the progression of local pilots, he said. So, I mean, this is kind of this is the new world that we live in. People don't stick with jobs for more than a few years. Like, if you get 3 years out of somebody, like, you're doing very, very well nowadays, especially in a professional environment, because, like the saying goes in career environments, is like the grass is always greener on the other side. Like, is in if you want a raise, just go to the other company because you can just tell them what you're making and they'll just give you a bit more of a raise. Which is true, I mean, in any industry. So I don't see why Fiji Airways would be apart from that. I think this is probably common in banking, is probably common in high-level acquisition, sales, like whatever industry that you're in Fiji. I'm sure people are losing highly trained people to higher paying jobs overseas. So,
Yeah, they'll go after the money. Yeah?
huh? You just go after the money.
It's all about the money.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, money's good, but, like, is it worth an extra $5,000 a year to not see your family or to, you know, have a job that's a real pain in the butt? Or, like, bosses who are micromanaging you, or, I don't know. It's after 6, so everybody has to go home.
It's from Wanga again. Just a comment.
Yeah.
My uncle.
Where's your brother? Where's your brother? Go get him, please. Tell him to come home. Or tell your mom to go get him, please.
My uncle, now 86, left for studies abroad when he turns 22.
We're gonna go swimming, eh?
No. After
The
6.
boys?
No.
Okay.
Come again, sorry?
So my uncle, now 86, left for studies abroad when he turned 22, leaving my family, his family
Yeah.
back in Wainika, Undupoint.
Oh,
There were no roads back then. You go by copper boat to Suva, no phones, mails, etc. Finally, you are cut off from the village.
those days, eh?
For Suva,
Yeah.
months at a time. He returned after his studies many years later to see this little girl helping his mom around the house. Later, he was told that the little girl was his younger sister. They were 22 years apart. The girl is my mom.
Whoa. Wow. And where's his uncle now?
Just,
Wow.
86, I think it's in Suva.
Wow. Crazy. Yeah, so like when I lived in Africa, like the closest thing I can come close to is like when I left my friends that were there, I never saw them ever again, never talked to them. Like in those days, eh? Like there was no like messenger or like calls or any, any kind of emailing. anything. Like when you left people, you left them forever, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bit different now. You can stay in touch with people, but I hate it when fathers have to leave their families or, you know, when kids have to grow up without knowing their parents because they went for making money. That's why it's better if you build your house here. Keep working, raise your family here.
Don't go back.
Don't go back. We have lots of space here.
Don't go marry.
Huh?
What is another one from Paulo? What
Yeah.
do you guys think of the? Oh, it's the same one, eh? Payout that FNPF will pay out to its members this year.
561.5 million.
How much?
561.5 million.
Oh, okay. How many members does that FNPF have?
One.
CEO. Yeah, the CEO. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Wait, to the members, those are the one that's working
Yeah.
under FNPF.
No, like to all people who are signed up with
If a
FNPF.
member of
Yeah.
FNPF.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's good. I mean, it's also like you also upped FNPF payments for employers and employees this year. So I don't know how impressed I am because like you know what I mean? It's like okay, if I have a business that everybody
417,722 members.
Paulo
Okay.
Biltaki. Eh?
wow. So what's the math on that?
It's 500.
What's the math on that per payout for members? Anyways,
divided by 417?
yeah, he can do it for us. He's on it, baby.
561.5 million. That's after the 5,
It's like
6 more zeros.
as an employer, as an employee, like you have to work to put food on the table, right? As an employer, you have to have employees to be able to run your business. So it's like you can't do without either of these things as the employee or the employer. So if you live on an island with no water, and there's an island in the distance that has a freshwater spring, and there's a village on the island with no water, and you're the only person with a boat, and you used to charge $10 to go to the island with the water, and then you say, or we can do what the FNPF did, right? Like, you can go from what were they at? 12% or 40% up to 18%. So I used to charge $12 for this trip, and people have to pay because they have to go get the water, right? So now I'm going to charge everybody $18. And then at the end of the year, I'm going to announce like, oh, I made so much money this year. It's like, yeah, because people had to drink water and they have to use your boat, and you're the only boat in town. So that's great. Love the financial reports, but you also made everybody pay a lot more, especially employers. So yeah, obviously, good job. I mean, I think they also make good investments as well, and they're in the tourism, invested in tourism industry and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm a skeptic when it comes to all of this stuff, guys. So when it comes to anything government, I don't care what party you're in or whatever, I'm a skeptic. So obviously, well done, but you also upped all the rates. So good job. Any other questions?
Corey, what is your thinking?
Huh?
Somebody asked Corey, what are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about?
All right, well,
In your thoughts?
if that's it, hey,
Yeah.
then we'll end it there. And any games this weekend? Anything going on this weekend? Not really, eh?
No.
Kind of like Super Rugby's over.
Origin.
Origin, it's going the way we want it to go. Blues up 1, baby. 1-1, eh?
1-1. Last game, July.
So, thank you for joining me on the live today. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story. And yeah, we do more of this kind of stuff with anybody. You don't have to be a famous person or whatever. I just like chatting with people and getting to know your stories. So, thank you guys very much for joining. This was On the Mat and also live podcast. My name is Jonathan, and this is...
Koroi.
And we'll see you guys again next week. All right.
Or they.
Peace.